Welcome back to No Good Rolls, Just Good Role-Playing. I'm your DM, Kurt. We've just come back from a little bit of a breather. Everybody's gone out and done 2 or 3 pounds of crystal meth, and we're ready to go!
I don't think you should be hanging out on live stream.
I don't think any cops are watching. So you guys, it's very late at night. You're well past twilight. And you've made your way up towards Iron Master. And as you walk up closer to it, you can see what looks like large obelisks, easily standing 12, 13 feet tall. Very broad, large rocks. And who has my perceptions of Jasper, you notice. Torkin, you notice, and Ren, you also notice that some of these obelisks do not look like the others. They actually seem to be shifting in the wind. As you get closer, those of you with night vision can see that some of the closer obelisks, they're covered in writing. It's all Dwarven runic. Some of the other further ones look like they also have writing on it, and then some look to be very oddly smooth and bulbous. Can I get a perception roll from everyone? Those of you, Jasper, Torkin, and Ren, you have advantage.
Oh, jeez.
I got a 16.
Because I was drunk.
No. Oh yeah, you do have disadvantage on ability checks.
Nope. 20.
24.
4.
I noticed Jasper noticing something.
18.
Well, those of you who got above a 15 notice that the large bulbous obelisks are actually ogres. Standing and trying to stand still. Looks like they've covered themselves in mud and muck and trying to hide in amongst the obelisks.
I touch my leather and I go, by any other word. And it goes camo. And
All white.
27.
Your stealthings?
I stealth into the underbrush or whatever on the side of the road.
Jasper jumps into a snowbank.
Yeah, and as I say that, I'm like, by any other name, ogres?
Oh, I'm going to get an initiative from you guys.
We didn't tie the belt to his tail.
I've got that in my pocket.
Woo. 4.
11.
Alright, so Anarchist is 4. Turkey 11.
13.
13.
6. Or 16.
Oh, 16. Sorry.
You got a 16?
Yeah. I forgot to add the 3.
A plus 6 to your initiative?
Jasper and
Holy crap.
Tova?
13.
20.
Okay, so cast fireball.
I got a natural 20, so I'm actually going to go first. Jasper, if you want to pull the map down for the moment, I'm going to get you guys to put your whatever that was. It might be sharp.
Tech Goblin's gonna get that for us.
Was that the
Pin.
you are here pin?
Thank you, Tech Goblin. I'll
Thank
put that in my food.
Yeah, let's.
Sounds good.
So everybody just slide your meeples up there, and any of the unused meeples, I'll get you to just hand to me.
I need a light blue one. Give me a light blue one. Oh, orange, sorry.
You, right?
You left yours at home?
No, because I have Manifest Mind.
Oh, Tech Goblin.
He's really demanding, isn't he?
He really is.
Do you want us to draw anything?
Almost.
Yeah, draw maybe a half dozen obelisks on there. They should be 4x4, or sorry, 2x2, so 4 in total. And then I'm gonna put on not 1, not 2, but 3 ogres. Place my ogres.
I think the space is really small.
How many did you say? Sorry, sir.
Throw 3 more on there.
Shaky old man hands.
Perfect. Now place those 3 ogres on.
1, 2, and 3.
Stealthy ogres.
How's that working, Tech Goblin? Can you see everything?
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna go first on a 21, and Jasper, you're on deck. So as you guys approach, you're getting closer. You know that these are ogres, so they're not getting any kind of surprise attack on you. They're not the brightest. These weren't good disguises, and they're not hiding well.
Oh, an obelisk.
They were very proud of their sneaky plan to try and catch the people unaware. The plan was good, the execution not so much.
Where is everybody going to be standing?
Right in the middle for me.
I'm probably at some part in the front. Yeah.
I'll be
Do you
towards
wanna
like the
move
back.
Right about there?
And
Yeah, he's
Jasper
gone
is
off
gonna
the
go to the side.
Whole different map.
So Ogre 1 is going to move forward. Where's my ogres? Ogres can move 40 feet. So move that one.
Like straight towards us?
Straight towards, right there between yourself and Ren.
Oh, he's going right up.
Yeah, he's going right. He's going right to work. He breaks character. He erupts out of his muddy casing and runs towards the two of you. He's got what does he use for a weapon here? A great club, covered in muck and mud as well. And it's brown, not orange.
Oh, okay, sorry, not a great cheesy color.
And he is going to take a big swing at yourself, Tarkin. What is your AC? 14?
It'll be 16 because I still have my shield. Haven't thrown it away yet.
Which is good because he gets a 13. So the club goes just a little high, kind of duck a little bit. It glances off your shield. The second ogre, number 2, is going to run up on the other side of you, Tarkin. Assuming he has the movement.
35.
A little closer to where Annika is, so he can get at both of them, yeah. Annika, the ogre great club swings at you, mud and muck still flinging off of it. The great club actually slides, because it's got so much mud on it, slides free from his hand and slams into the ground, skidding past you, kind of going a little over towards where Auburn is.
As it slides past me, I don't break eye contact with him.
Is this like the dwarf thing where you're trying to pick up?
No.
Soup covered. I don't understand.
Making eyes at the ogre.
All dies.
The third one is going to, he's not ready to quite break character yet. He's going to sneak up and hide behind that obelisk. Looking quite. He's not good at what he does. Ogre's not built for stealth. You can see him peeking out from around the obelisk like an idiot. Waiting for his moment to strike. Jasper, it is your turn, and Auburn, you're on deck.
Well, I will sneakily kind of go up into here.
You are still easily hidden.
I cast Bane on all 3 of them.
They get a save, don't they?
charisma of 14.
Excuse you.
Unfortunately.
Are they charismatic ogres?
I'm really hoping they're not.
They're just part
They
of the
all
stage theater
fail.
group.
So I will roll a d4 with any of their attacks.
Yep. When the target fails a saving throw, you attack rolls or a saving throw before the spell ends. And the spell is for up to a minute, so.
Is it concentration?
Yeah.
Any bonus actions?
My bonus action is. Where's my reactions? No. Oh yeah, I will. As I see Annika having some attack troubles, just kind of, or not, sorry, Annika,
Torkin?
Twerkin. I see him. You go, Twerkin. You're gonna do fine.
Great job.
And with that, you get a
The D8?
D8 now, my friend. You
Okay.
can do this.
So you give an inspiration. I think that's it, right?
No, that's my bardic inspiration.
Oh.
So I do have one more inspiration because I had one before, and then you gave me another.
Oh, you can only have one at a
Okay,
time.
then I have no inspiration because I inspired myself into getting gold.
Auburn, it is your turn, and Ren, you're on deck.
Mhm.
Okay, so I see Torkin getting attacked, so I cast Firebolt.
Okay. So Firebolt is a ranged attack.
Yep.
I prefer fireball. Everyone.
I was
that's
hoping
a
for it,
16.
but
16 strikes the ogre.
The rest of the group just has to dodge.
I don't have a very high dex. Don't
No.
give me fireball on you.
Is it just 1d10
Yeah,
or is it
1d10.
2d10?
Oh, 1d10.
Oh, I thought Firebolt went to 2d10 at level 5.
it does.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, so it should be 2d10.
Okay.
That's an 8. There you go.
3.
So you do 3 damage to which one were you shooting?
Number 1.
Number 1. A good majority of the damage is baked off because you hit it and it's still covered in all the mud and muck. And it you kind of blast a good chunk of that away and sear some of the ogre's flesh underneath. That's probably why you only did 3 damage.
Makes sense.
Any other actions? Or?
No, that's it.
Okay. Ren, it is your turn, and Tova is on deck.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Torkin falls asleep.
It has worked perfectly. Okay, so roll your d8s.
Hi, how are you? I just need to steal
Do you have a
D8s,
case
how
of
many?
crotch dog?
I got 3.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. Can't wash it away.
So much crotch dog.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
11. That was a terrible
Oh, that is
No.
on 5d8s. That is a brutal roll.
Oh no.
So you cast it. The arcane energy is not strong enough to put any of the ogres to sleep, nor Torkin.
A small rabbit over here, though.
The crickets that were playing in the background are put to sleep.
They're silent.
Sparrow falls out of the sky.
Were you doing any other actions or movement?
Cunning action, disengage from.
Yes.
Can you bonus action disengage?
Use your action to cast, so.
Oh, right. That's right.
Sorry.
Yep. No.
Well, can't he? Doesn't as a rogue? Can't you use your
Oh.
bonus action to do disengage?
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna disengage and try to get further away from these giant creatures.
What's your movement?
30. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay by the Genasi.
Casters in the back.
Worm over here. Oh, I forgot to be by the end. That's gonna be water.
We're hidden in the woods.
So, Tova, it's your turn, and Torkin, you're on deck.
Well, I'm gonna inflict wounds on number 1. It's my 1 free spell a day. One of my free spells a day, I should say.
I think it's a touch.
Is it? Ooh, so yeah, I would have to. Okay, I move up.
Come at me, bro.
I come up and I go. Well, you're gonna take a bit of damage.
Is there a saving throw or anything on?
I think he just has to make an attack.
Touch, instant. Nope, doesn't say any saves or anything.
Okay, so make an attack.
$18 plus.
You reach out and you touch him, and from the point where you touch him, a wound's like spider web out from your fingertips. How much damage do you do?
3d10.
3D what?
3d10.
Oh my goodness.
Flicked has got pimp.
7, 11, 12.
And that was on number
I
1.
don't think I added anything.
He touches the ogre vigorously.
Yep. The ogre
touch
feels
it out.
violated.
Yeah, the blood and ooze start to weep out of the wound.
I believe HR might have something to say about this.
Any other action or movement?
I already used my movement. Oh, I can. No. No.
You can run away.
Actually, no. No. I'm good.
Torkin, it is your turn, and Annika, you're on deck.
So Torkin tosses his shield to the ground and pulls off the huge fur cloak that he's been wearing, and you can see that there is something rather large over the back, and he pulls out what looks to be like a big bell clapper that he has stolen from somewhere.
Does this look like the bell from Nightstone, perchance?
It may look like the bell from Nightstone. That horrible, horrible bell that haunts me to this day. And he is going to, as a bonus rage, and then I'm going to swing at number 1. Ooh, I'm going to use the lovely inspiration. So it's going to be 9, 15.
15 strikes the creature.
Nice.
For 5, 6, for 9 points of damage.
And that's number 1 as well, right?
That is number 1. You can take it. And so as he's raging, kind of these spectral guardians are, I guess, manifesting all around him. So just for note, while raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. And when he hits anyone else, it's they gain resistance to that damage type.
Okay. So if he's not attacking you,
Which I'm sure he will be, but it's more so Tova can get the heck out of there if he wants.
any other movement or actions?
No, for some reason I think I'm pretty good where I am. Maybe,
Stuck in the middle with you,
maybe
eh?
I'll go right there.
I think you're still...
No, I won't go right there. I'm going to stay right where I am.
They have a pretty big threat range. So they have...
10-foot reach?
well, no, but they would have the 4 along each of their sides.
Yeah, I'm not trying to leave range, no.
Okay.
Annika.
All right, so they have big threat range. So staying in threat range, I'm going to move right here, right beside Tarkin. So now
How's it going?
they have to attack me, or I get to impose disadvantage on them. So they have no good choices. And I am going to strike at number 1. Do they count as giants?
Large.
Yes, large giant.
They do count as giants. All right, so I'm going to take a swing at number 1 there.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Does a 14 hit?
Unfortunately.
Okay, so he has to make a DC 15. Is that a strength check? Hold on. The things that it decides.
He
not-
passed. Even with the bane on, he passed.
So he will take.
Before you said he passed, I was gonna cast cutting words on him.
So he will take 6 points of slashing, and then I'm also going to take my second swing at him. I think that'll hit too. 15 will hit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's got to do that check again. It's a strength
He
save.
fails.
Oh,
Oh,
frick, and they
oh.
take an extra 2d6 of damage too. I
What?
forgot that one.
What's the DC again?
15.
Yeah, he fails.
Alright, so he gets a d8 to start with, so that's 6. And then another 2d6. Because he's a giant, so he gets another 6.
So another 12 points.
Yep.
So you come at him with your longsword, and it just seems to slide easily through this ogre's flesh. And he's bleeding everywhere. He's heavily bloodied.
Okay. Nice. And bonus action. Nothing right now. So,
Good, you've done enough damage. So that was the bottom of the order. We're back to the top. Ogre, not super pleased with you. He's going to attack you with disadvantage because he's not attacking Torkin.
so he's coming after me?
Yes.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit you?
It meets my armor class, so yes.
Okay.
Meet or beat, right?
Yeah. He hits you with he brings the great club up off the ground straight into the middle of your chest, and it just strikes. You can almost hear the armor permanently denting, and I think you're wearing chainmail, so that's hard to dent.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved because of the resistance.
Nice. So 7, half rounded up.
Yeah. Number 2, behind you, is going to attack Tarkin, but Tarkin, he has no weapon. It slid across the ground. So he is going to attempt to grapple you.
I'll give him a minute if he wants to go get it. That's fine.
So he is going to reach out, and I believe it is a strength check to try and grapple you.
Sure.
And I will use my reaction to give him disadvantage.
Do I roll as well?
Well, with the Bane, he rolled 0.
Oh.
Or sorry, I guess he would have rolled +4 with his strength. So as long as you are above 4, it is.
Oh, I do roll. I think I get 4 just because I'm raging and because my strength.
And you have
so
advantage on strength checks because you're raging.
I rolled a natural 20, so
You
Don't
roll a
even notice.
d4. Roll a d4.
3.
The ogre comes in to try to grab you and restrain you so his brother can smite you, and you are raging so hard. You squirm out of his grasp, and in doing so, you elbow him and do 3 points of damage in his face.
Take that.
The third one, who is very sneakily hiding, is going to run out, and he is going to try and charge Torkin.
You should be able to get to me, I think.
Yeah.
Does a 9 hit you? No.
A 9 does not.
He runs up, and all of a sudden, whoop, the great club swings down, and it leaves a depression in the stony earth beside you. Do you feel ganged up on yet?
Nah, I'm good.
Jasper, it is your turn. Auburn, you're on deck.
Alright, with my crossbow, I'm going to aim at number 1 because I see how bloody number 1 is.
Kill steal.
Even just scoot this way just a little bit so I've got a better line of sight. I'm not shooting through another ogre into another ogre. And does a 13 hit.
Yes.
Okay. 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
The crossbow bolt disappears into the body of the ogre. He screams in agony, and then his scream stops. He is not dead yet, but you're pretty sure you've punctured one of its lungs.
That's all I got, because I'm still concentrating on Bane.
Which has helped. Auburn, it is your turn, and Ren, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna use some acid splash on Ogre number 2.
Okay. Is that
It's a range.
arranged? Okay.
60 feet.
And if anybody out there can hear weird crinkling or honking, that would be the dog running around under the table.
Does 14 hit?
14 easily hits.
Okay.
It's the
awesome.
dog in Annika's backpack.
So it's 2d6. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
So that was on number 2. So
Yeah.
you conjure the acid in your hand, and it flies straight and true into number 2, slamming into it, and it burns straight through the muck before it loses any of its potent toxicity. And the ogre screams out in pain as its flesh begins to sear away. Are you doing any other movement or actions?
No, I'll just stay there. I
Okay.
think I'm pretty good.
Ren, it is your turn, and Tova, you're on deck.
I am going to shoot my crossbow at disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're that close, it's a disadvantage.
Well, I'm,
Or
at
no,
dis-
you're way over
No,
there.
he's over here.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
I'm at disadvantage anyways.
He's exhausted.
On ability checks,
Not
What?
attacks.
not
Not
attacks.
attacks?
No, that's at level 3 exhaustion. I mean, I can give it to you if you really want it.
Oh no, I don't have that much level exhaustion.
When the adrenaline's flowing, you can focus.
Hits.
I started just watching with the crossbow. Kind of.
96.
You said you're shooting number
I got
1.
this.
No. Number 2.
Number 2, okay.
And 8.
Points it down. It slams into the ogre's shoulder, lodging itself into his shoulder blade like it'd be lodging into a dartboard. Every time he moves his arm, you can see the arrow like wiggling around in his back of his arm.
Cool.
Yeah, not cool, because he instantly whips around to see the two of you standing over there. All the pain seems to be coming from that direction. I know what he's doing. Did you have any other actions you'd like to do?
I think I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Stealth into the woods.
I'm going to disappear. So, not just
You're leaving me? Never
Cat and the
fear.
bird just
Annika's here.
You're leaving me?
I'm just moving away.
Yeah.
Not so that'll be the 13 is 20 28.
Ren jumps in a snowbank.
Ren, you kind of flatten yourself down against the ground, and because your feathers are blackish, you disappear into the shadows.
And I'm gonna move around behind the tabaxi and towards the columns.
30?
Yeah.
There's only one target over there now.
Here's his cloak.
So Tova, it is your turn, and Torkin, you're on deck.
Well, I grab a stick of butter from my pouch and I toss it at number 2, creating grease.
Okay. You keep the oddest things in your pouch.
I do, just
I'm
for
like-
this reason.
Is this a ability check on my part?
A dexterity save.
Butter.
It's
13.
Okay, and my
That was our lunch.
needed a 14.
So he fails.
He
what
falls
happens?
prone,
There's bacon.
So yeah, just knock him over on his little disc there.
and now the terrain is considered difficult.
How large of an area?
A 10-foot square. So he's standing in the middle of it.
Okay.
And yeah, so anybody that also enters the area or ends their turn there must also make a dex saving throw.
No climbing the ogre.
Or goes, or falls on your butt. Alright.
Yep.
So it's in here.
Is that the color of the butter?
That's the
Yeah.
color
That's
of
the,
the butter.
the bacon
It's melted
grease.
butter.
Come on.
Melted
bacon
butter.
Yeah.
It's the butter.
grease. I
Melted
didn't-
butter
I
and
didn't grab
sweaty ogre
Pork
mud.
rinds. Sorry.
Yum. And acid.
And acid and scorch marks. Any other action on your turn here?
That was my main action. I'm not gonna move.
Why not?
Oh, actually, I can do Misty Step.
Yeah, you could. That takes a
far
bonus
is this?
action. 30
Yeah,
feet.
30 feet. 5, 10, 15. No, let's do it this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boop.
A little popping noise as you spoop out of existence and return it a few feet from where you were once standing.
Then I could technically move again with an
You
actual
could.
movement.
Now you can take your
So
movement again.
5, 10, 15, 20. Right there.
Okay.
Seems good to me.
Torkin, it is your turn, and then Annika, you're on deck.
I'm going to bring up the massive maul / clapper and try and swing it down on number 2 because he's prone, and that means advantage, correct?
Correct.
So a 21.
Easily strikes. Did you want to say the word?
No, no, I don't. That only comes out in certain cases. So 6, 7 plus 5, so 12 points of damage. And then he's now got he can't attack anyone but me. Well, he can, but
Is that still an effect on number 1 as well?
it does not. It's basically just the first creature I think I hit each round.
Okay. Any other attack or action?
Nope, that's it, and I'm not moving.
Did you just get the 1 hit per turn, or is it 2?
I do just get 1, and there's a reason for that. Don't worry.
Annika.
All right. So I'm going to swing at number 1 again. I'll be like, your time is limited. That probably is not going to hit it.
What'd you get?
I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that one. Because that was not a good one.
Get him.
And I don't want to keep going with that one. It's better. So that would be 17 to hit.
Easily.
All right. And so then I will do, he has to do his dex save, or his strength save.
8.
So he falls prone and he takes
He's probably falling.
9 points of damage
That was on number 1.
on number 1.
So you cut through him, lopping off one of his legs, and he falls prone. A deep, viscous fluid seeping out from the wound, soaking into the ground, turning things into mud. You can just throw me the black piece in the disc. Yeah.
And he looks like he's toast.
You dispatch the first ogre.
All right, so my second attack. Can I do a bonus action before I take my second attack? Or do I have to do my...
You can do them in whatever order.
Okay, so the bonus action I'm going to do is I'm going to cast... That should be a bonus action, right? Searing Smite.
Is Searing Smite a bonus, or is it...
Yeah, it is a bonus action.
Okay.
Bonus action, cast Searing Smite on my sword. And I will roll very well, high math. That's like a 20-something. against him, so that will be
Number 2 or number 3?
number 2.
Okay.
Because I'm only rage to
You
number
would
2.
have advantage to hit him.
Oh, and it has an advantage. Let's try that. Didn't get better than that.
Just over there, crit farming.
So that is a 13 points of slashing. He has to do his strength save, but he's already down. And that was Searing Smite, right?
Still down.
Which pile is Searing Smite in?
Was that with the D6s
Oh.
as well?
Shoot, that was Branding Smite, not Searing Smite. And 2d6 radiant damage extra. For another 8 points from radiant.
He looks terrible. He's basically a pile of bloody slash marks and mud. You're not sure if he's roaring or crying or rying, which is cry roaring.
Cry roaring.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it from you.
We are back to the top of the order. The cry roaring ogre expends some of his movement to get up from prone, and I think he has to roll another dexterity save to do that, doesn't he?
I think it's just if you end
If
your
end
turn.
the turn there.
Okay. And he turns to swing at Annika. He has nothing but his arm. He's gonna try to like punch you in your stupid paladin head.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
$11.
Does not hit.
He misses. And then he will remain standing. He passes his save. Number 3 really regrets coming out from his hiding spot.
I was so cleverly hidden. What did I do?
He's going to take a swing at Torkin.
Now it is 14.
He will hit no, not with the Bane. He just misses you. You can actually feel it hitting your clothing. As it
Torque
swings
feels
down.
like a ninja all of a sudden. This is fantastic. I've never been this agile before.
Jasper, it is your turn, and Auburn, you're on deck.
Alright, I will take my crossbow and aim at number 2 with a 23,
Misses.
and then I go to sleep.
That actually hit. I was just joshing.
5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
So the crossbow hits, and between the kinetic energy of the crossbow and the fact that he's standing in a big pile of melted greasy butter, he falls backwards and hits the ground. And just, that's it. He just doesn't, his chest isn't rising and falling. He stopped screaming. The ogre is dead.
The ogre's dead. And off the funeral it goes.
Did you have any other actions?
Nope, still concentrating hard on Bane.
Bean has helped out several times.
Yes.
Auburn, it is your turn, and Ren, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to the little spot of butter on the ground.
The big 10-foot spot.
I'm gonna use Firebolt on number 3.
Okay.
20.
Hits.
Is grease flammable?
Yes, it is.
Every video game I've ever played said it was.
2.
Roll one more. It's 2d10.
Still 2.
That's 10. It's 12.
Oh, 12. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Zero's what you want.
0,
12 points of damage. The firebolt erupts out of your hand and slams into this ogre. He's already had most of the shit shaken off of him, so it hits his flesh and like instantly sears and boils and blisters, dealing 12 points of damage. Did you want to do anything else with
No, I'll just stay by the butter.
Stay by the butter.
Stay by the butter.
Okay, Ren, it is your turn, and Tova, you're on deck.
I am going to move up in between the two pillars and do a double move. And I'm just gonna stay here for a little bit.
You can use
Survey
your.
the terrain.
I think as a rogue, you can use your bonus action
The
to do a
dash.
dash, so you still actually have your action.
No, I'm gonna just stay here.
Survey the terrain.
Yeah.
Are you just trying to look stoic?
We can't see him. He's stealth.
I'm stealthing here.
I am the knight.
Darkwing Duck.
That means it is Tova's turn, and Torkin is on deck.
Pure black raven sliding through the snow in his tummy.
I'm gonna cast a ray of frost at it. Adam.
That was very nice, because he just had a severe burn.
It is, isn't it? I'm gonna like cool it off a bit.
Cool off and then
So I point with my left hand, and my tattoos all light up, and a beam of icy blue shoots towards him.
Don't miss, because somebody's right behind him.
It's 60 feet range. It does not say.
yeah.
Range spell attack. So I need
You
a
got
D20.
lots of range on this, so.
18 plus 6.
Hit.
24. Ow. Only 5.
That's still something.
Sad.
Everybody
So-
helps.
You see the around the wound seems to like crystallize, and the blood stops flowing out of it, and it freezes in his veins, dealing damage to him internally. It's hard to see on the outside, but you're sure.
And the speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Well, he's not going very far.
No one who tries to move, he's in trouble.
Any other movement?
Actually, I'm good there.
You don't want to come in closer? Should come in closer.
Just a
Torkin,
little
just
closer
move him in
now.
like
That's okay.
20, 30 feet closer.
No, that's okay.
Just a little closer.
Okay, Torkin, it's your turn. You can't get any closer.
No, I'm right up in his grill.
And then self-destructing ogres.
I'm gonna take a reckless attack. And get a natural 20. So how do I do this again?
So what is your maximum damage?
2d6 plus 5, so 17.
Okay, so now roll a regular attack.
Horrible. 3, 8.
And add 17.
So 25.
Yeah. So you
Now it can
wrist
go-
wobbled a little
Now it can
bit,
go Boom.
and you bring the striker up, and you hammer it into the ogre, dealing 25 points of damage. You're pretty sure, just for a moment or two, you lifted it up off its feet.
That's right, I did. And I'm not going to remember it because I'm raging, so.
You got a bard to sing your tales later.
Something tells me Jasper will not sing the song in my favor.
Any other action or movement?
I honestly, I don't really think I would move anywhere else. Or, yeah, I'm good.
What if you throw it?
This is where the pain is, and I'm happy here.
Yeah.
Okay. Annika. Annika.
Alright, so I'm going to move up next to Tarkin here, slowly and carefully. And I'm going to strike at number 3 here with my sword. And I am going to bonus action before I do that. I'm going to cast Thunder Smite on my weapon. And that would be 16 to hit.
That connects.
All right. So that will do this.
Oh.
So that does 16 points of slashing damage. And then it does 2 points of thunder damage.
And a saving throw, right?
And
For your sword.
yes, oh yeah, DC 15's saving throw for the sword to see if he falls prone.
I don't want
Is he dead?
I'm not going to say, but I just erased everything off my paper.
Okay.
So yeah,
His dead body.
he was
Pushes
looking
away.
pretty bad after that. He was kind of wibbling and wobbling around, probably concussed at some point. And you come in with your longsword and you dispatch him.
With a crack of mighty thunder. Toast.
Yeah.
I
So
like,
you guys,
I like butter on my toast.
you're still kind of
It's full of
standing
butter.
ready, waiting to see if there's any more stealthy ogres, but it is just deathly quiet. There's not even any crickets making noise.
Despite that, Tarkin is going to run over and leer at one of the other obelisks, making sure it's not an ogre.
You like kicking it a few times. It doesn't
I think that one's
flinch.
good.
It doesn't move
A
at all.
scene out of Robin Hood Men in Tights. So he's chopping up the wood. Torkin sitting there beating on the obelisk. Torkin, it's okay, man.
All right.
You've done well. You can
So-
stop. That one isn't an ogre.
There's
Okay.
just the three bloody, bleeding corpses of the ogres here. And ogres don't smell great when they're alive. But now they smell buttery. I don't know if the butter dissipates once you stop concentrating on the spell.
It's not a concentration. It's just
It's
there
Just stays
for.
there.
It'll just...
It's just
It's a minute.
What was that?
Just-
I thought it was like an hour.
It's a minute.
So for the next couple rounds, it just
Just
is
a
like
greasy stain.
blood, ichor, and butter hanging thick in the air. But that's about it. You don't hear anything, and the night is just eerily quiet. Are you guys doing anything else here at the combat scene, or do you want to...
Well, I'm going to stand by a standing stone and say, we do not blame the citizens of Ironmaster for the ogres that we just fought. We would like to speak.
And I translate that into Dwarvish and yell at it into town in Dwarvish as well.
Is
Well,
there
you-
a town?
So yeah, like that way would be the wilderness, and towards me you can see in the distance the lights of a town. Ironmaster is kind of in a bay, so to speak, but it doesn't seem to, it's built by dwarves, so it doesn't seem like it's focused around the water. It just seems like that's just where it happens.
Defensible position, probably.
I look over at Auburn and I'm like, I don't know if they're listening, but it's worth a shot.
Seeing you do that, I'm going to look at my obelisk. We would like in!
So the obelisks are covered in different writings and whatnot, all in Dwarvish. On the one that you're looking at, a couple over, there's one that looks like it's got Elvish written on it, and in different languages on all the different ones. And there's obelisks going that way in that direction, and obelisks going that way in the other direction. Like all looks like this is kind of like
Border.
the border, the city limits, so to speak.
What does the Elvish one say?
Do not proceed. You are not welcome here.
How about the Dwarvish one?
So
All are
for
welcome.
speak for
Drink
you.
our beer.
It says, "Those who are brothers of the stone may enter. All others must wait."
I just walk through.
Okay.
We'll wait here.
I follow.
I take a rope and wrap it around my hands and hand that to Ren, or not Ren,
Tova.
Tova, to just hold on to as I'm his slave.
I look at that and I'm like, you don't know Dwarvish customs very well, do you?
No, but I've been in many other dwarvish settlements with our kobolds, and when they told the dwarves that I was their slave, they seemed to ignore me more.
I call over to Torkin and I'm like, are you coming?
What? Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, I'll come.
Do you want the diplomatic side or the greetings?
What?
He's still.
Well, I pull out the bottle of fire whiskey and I'm like, Do you want the greetings?
No, I'm just you go right ahead. I'll just be here as your backup.
Greetings it is. Hand
Sure,
this out to them.
hold that.
I'll take the diplomatic side.
He just starts doing this. No, not for you.
No, not for you.
Oh, we get to the intro.
No.
So, who's waiting? Who's going? Are you guys waiting, going, staying, splitting up?
Let's split the party. That's always a good idea.
Do you think that they'll let us in with you?
Yeah, just come.
There's about 75% chance they'll let you in.
All right. Well, I am willing to take that chance then.
Yeah, I'll come too.
Come on,
Just
Auburn.
don't make any sudden moves.
I put my swords away.
I'm trying to like calm down my hair.
Don't meet anyone's eyes. Look down.
Don't look at anyone's eyes.
All right, we're doing it the hard way. I mean, nothing.
We'll be fine. I mean, Dorva and I are diplomatic geniuses here, and we've got this.
Dwarves, it's all
drinking.
You've got this, right?
It's all drinking. Well, technically, peace offering first and then drinking.
All right.
So, the dwarven city of Ironmaster is perched at the western edge of Icewind Dale, where the Shinarigari River flows into the Sea of Moving Ice. The city is nestled into a great cleft where the river rushes into the sea. You can see that there are stone towers like spikes rising from the valley floor, and the rooms and passages of the city of Ironmaster weave in and out of the different stones and valley walls.
Who are we looking for in this?
We are looking for Gort Brighthill.
To send reinforcements to Brinchander.
He is Auric's cousin.
Ooh.
You guys remember what the quest giver said, right? Nope. Okay.
What the quest giver said?
So you guys make your way into the city. You are barely at the... Because as you get close, you see that there's also a wall around the city proper.
That they don't take well to outsiders. that's what
You
she
are barely within 60 feet of it, and dwarven guards begin rushing out of the entrance towards you.
Torkin immediately just holds out the bottle.
There are probably 40 of them. Weapons drawn, very angry shouting. Who knows Dwarvish? Who's heard a lot of swearing in Dwarvish? You did right now. So they encircle the group of you, and they've got very vicious looking halberds pointed at you, set ready to kind of skewer you. The circle breaks ever so slightly, and another dwarf walks through the break, and it closes again behind her, and she says, "What are you doing here? And why have you brought outsiders to the city?" And before you get a chance to respond, we're going to take a break. So we are going to take a quick 10-minute break here and refresh drinks, have a bit of a walk around. We'll give our followers on Twitch a chance to have a quick drink as well. Tech Goblin, do you want to star wipe us?
I've been thinking. I want to play in this game. Why not? I saw Tech Goblin making a character earlier. I can't help it if I smell like brimstone. That's just my natural musk. Fine. I'm gonna make my own game. That was episode 18 of Moosejaw Gamers and No Good Rolls, Just Good Roleplaying. It was recorded while streaming on Twitch. Check out their channel for live streams. Please like and subscribe here and on Twitch. You can see the continuation of their adventure in about a week's time. And stay tuned for my game, titled Screw You, I'm a Demon.